The art of difficult conversations. There is little doubt that some of the most successful people are not necessarily the most talented, the highest scoring, or the most highly educated. What often sets them apart is their ability to communicate effectively. They speak differently to others, to themselves, and even through the way they present themselves to the world. One skill they tend to master is the ability to navigate difficult conversations. While many people avoid uncomfortable discussions, successful individuals understand that growth, clarity, and healthy relationships often require them. Rather than allowing fear to silence them, they approach challenging conversations with intention and confidence. Here are 6 things successful people do differently when they have something difficult to say. 1. They plan ahead. Successful communicators rarely enter important conversations unprepared. They think carefully about the outcome they hope to achieve and stay focused on that goal, rather than becoming distracted by emotions. They identify their key points, consider how they want to express them, and think about how they would like the conversation to conclude. Preparation creates clarity, and clarity builds confidence. 2. They lead with compassion. Even when discussing difficult topics, successful people communicate with kindness and respect. They make an effort to understand the other person's perspective, rather than focusing solely on their own. They consider what the other person may be feeling, needing, or hoping for, and acknowledge those realities during the conversation. Truth and compassion are not opposites. In fact, difficult conversations are often most effective when they are delivered with empathy. 3. They don't delay the conversation. One of the greatest challenges of a difficult conversation is the temptation to postpone it. Successful people recognize that avoidance rarely improves a situation. In most cases, delaying the conversation only increases stress, anxiety, and frustration. Rather than avoiding what needs to be said, they address it promptly. They understand that honest communication often brings relief, clarity, and a path forward. 4. They prioritize real conversations. Whenever possible, successful communicators choose face-to-face or voice conversations over text messages and emails. Written communication can be useful, but it often lacks important elements, such as tone, facial expressions, body language, and immediate feedback. Real conversations allow for understanding, connection, and clarification in ways that typed words often cannot achieve. 5. They understand that listening is part of communication. Many people think communication is primarily about speaking. Successful people understand that listening is equally important. When individuals feel heard, they feel valued. Effective communicators make their points clearly, but they also create space for others to express themselves. They listen to understand, rather than simply waiting for their turn to respond. Listening often communicates respect more powerfully than words alone. 6. They powerfully than words alone.